Hi, good afternoon, I think it is now. So I'm just going to jump right into it. I want to present better, so I'm diving in without all the beginning stuff, which I'm clearly not doing well yet. Anyway, so how do you support your grief? How do you hold the weight of the grief? What do we need to address? What do we need to learn how to do? Because when we are struck by grief, it throws us out of our bodies, or perhaps more deeply into our bodies, into our mind, and into our suffering. And what we need to do is to treat it with a great deal of compassion. Compassion for ourselves, compassion for our broken hearts, compassion for the loss that we have experienced and are processing and learning how to step with. So how do we actually hold all that weight without becoming completely crushed by it? It isn't always possible. There are going to be times that you can't hold it, you can't put it down, and it is crushing and it is disabling in a sense, emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually. So we must come at ourselves and at our grief with a great deal of compassion. And compassion is something that for many people has to be learned. It's not something that we as humans do possess, but it isn't necessarily a skill that we have taken time to develop or has been even encouraged throughout the development of our life. So to take moments to breathe, to take moments to realize this is a time to be kinder to yourself, to be softer with yourself when the frustration and the pain becomes much, to take moments and just breathe. Just take the moment for what it is. Take it for its suffering, for its heartbreak, for your longing for that person whom you miss. Take it and just breathe with it. Let it be. Give it space to exist. Be kind to the pain and be kind to the suffering and be kind to the struggle that you're experiencing. The more attention we can give to our struggle, the more attention and care and kindness we can apply to our grief, the little easier it becomes to hold. The weight begins to lift, and it starts to, in time with that action, walk beside us instead of bearing down on top of us. And that is, I don't know if it's a trick, but it is certainly a tool and a skill set that we can develop. Whether we feel it comes naturally or not, we can learn how to do it so that it becomes softer. You become more resilient because you become more accepting of the distraction, that weight, that heaviness, that feeling that the grief brings and the missing and the longing brings. When we can take time as well to journal, sometimes just by giving our emotions, our feelings, our sensations a place to live, down written on paper, it gives you that opportunity to put them down for a while. You're writing them on paper and putting them down on paper, allowing you to just put them down. So you're not carrying that weight as much anymore. And to give yourself permission to have a greater acceptance of everything that you're experiencing. Hi, Michelle. We if we give ourselves permission to be kinder, we give ourselves permission to be sad, we give ourselves permission to feel everything, to feel the anger and that pain and that animosity and the unfairness of the situation, we therefore give ourselves permission to feel. And by doing so, we are developing that kindness, we are developing that compassion to hold the weight of our grief, and in time it becomes lighter. The weight lessens, and again it will walk beside us instead of bearing down on top of us. And through all of it, the one thing that you might be able to hold control of, and it's the only thing that we can most certainly hold, is our ability to breathe through it. If you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling just the too much of all of it, stop and take a breath. Take it slow, close your eyes, in through your nose, even hold it for a moment and let it go. Let it go in kindness and let go of some of that weight. So those are a few ways we can approach it, a few ways we can learn acceptance and kindness and compassion for ourselves and everything that is coming in to the emotional body, the physical body, and the spiritual body in our lives. So I will leave you with that today. I am always sending you love and courage and radiance on this journey, and please share this video. Please reach out in comments or through Messenger to connect if you need help or just want to talk or want to ask a question. You're always welcome to do that. So again, we'll talk to you soon. Sending you love. Take care. Ooh, again.